Welcome. Everyone, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Right now, the Pelicans are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
Pistons on defense. Ball looking over the floor. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys, they just running around. They were tough.
Here's Harden. Harden missing again. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And is Harrell missing?
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Back to Harden. The Pistons working the ball around now. On the wing, Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense, delivers a perfect pass.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Pass to Harrell. Back to Paul. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
That's tipped. And so Westbrook will bring it up for New Orleans. 2 on the clock. Over Holiday.
Great job by Holiday. Typically aggressive on the defensive end and has the size to guard a number of positions.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Paul can't get it to go. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Harden. And he can't bank that one in.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
So Favors will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Harden. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Inside. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Paul. Harold down low. Pass to Ariza. From 13. Rebound, Detroit.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention. Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
So for the Pelicans. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bikes. Out to the wing. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 9.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Kaminsky misses. Detroit leading by 4. Harden outside. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Shoots over Bridges. Offensive rebound. The second effort. And Harden. And the nice bucket inside. 11 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Bikes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kaminsky misses. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Bikes. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Bikes. Down low. Plumlee with the steal. James Harden again.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Back to Bikes. Pass to Powell. Bridges, no one around him. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Pistons leading by 10. Shoots over Powell. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Holiday. Goes back up. He can't get it to go. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's Detroit leading by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
Right side, Williams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Detroit Pistons hoping for continued development from their young players. Recent seasons, some pretty high draft picks. They need those guys to make an impact.
Harden. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons. Ariza has the open look. It's Ariza on the wing. Poked away. Stolen by Randolph. And here comes Detroit again with the fast break. And the shot is good. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter. Well, the Pistons' recent draft history is subject to some criticism.
Yeah, even when they've drafted some good players like Dinwiddie or Middleton, they've traded them away. Finding value in the draft and then developing it is a huge part of NBA success.
Here's Lynn after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. And the basket by Harden.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Westbrook. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. When you start talking about the Derek Colemans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose, so many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges entering into this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
The shot's good from Paul.
And really, CP3 is so good at reading the defense. If he knows he's getting the pass and they're playing off him, he'll torch you.
And Harden with the stuff.
Dropping dimes all night. He's been completely locked in.
Unselfish basketball. That'll make you very popular amongst your teammates.
And Williams throws it down.
And watching Chris distribute the basketball, you can see he has a sixth sense for where to go.
Harden gets the bucket.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on him.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
The three fires from deep. The Pistons with a fresh 24. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Westbrook. That shot off. Good D by Harden. And here is Lynn. Good D by Ariza. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. And that'll be his third foul so far. Over to the left wing. And Harrell wide open. He shoots. Another shot. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Harrell's got his second bucket tonight.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
To the inside. Here's Harden. Over Harrell. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Here's Bikes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Harden. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the dunk by Powell.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Harden. Powell with the steal. And the dunk by Powell.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Harden. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Harden's got 30 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pass to Kaminsky. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Pelicans shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. You know, watching Miles Bridges, he just brings so much energy to the team.
High motor guy, very aggressive. A bit of a tweener, which in a positionless world could be a good thing. Explosive, strong, athletic. I think his best basketball is ahead of him.
The Pelicans have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Pass to Harden. Pistons passing it around. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Bikes. From outside, off the mark. Harden outside. Poked loose. Here's Ntilikina. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Here's Walker. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Pistons trailing. Pass to Harden. Rebound by Harrell.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Back to Holiday. Harden up top. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go. Tipped away. Plumlee with the steal. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That is his 1st foul of the game. To the middle. And the jam by Harden.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Right side, Mirotic. Back to Paul. Outside, Mirotic. 5 to shoot. A baseline J. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 9.
Smooth, patient. Chris does a good job of working over that in-between area.
3rd quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
To the paint. Westbrook. Harrell. Kicks it out to Ariza. Outside Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Harrell. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And it's 6 points for Montrezl Harrell.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Back to Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
He started off solid. Had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
Excellent D there from Mirotic.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from the mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Pistons trailed by 3. Pass to Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, but more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
For the game, shooting 5 of 7 at the line. Harden hits them both. Here's Bikes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. To the wing on the left. Here's Kaminsky. Sinks the three-pointer. Kaminsky's got 8 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish. And for Len, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option. Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop. And finished off by Walker.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Inside, here's Harden. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Harden's got 42 in the game. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Pass to Walker. And here is Kaminsky. Off target from three-point range.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Kennard to the left side wing. Pass to Kaminsky. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another one falls for New Orleans.
In this second half, it's been a disappointing turn of events for them defensively. The focus, the intensity, just not there.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 45 points. Now here's Kaminsky. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. 43 seconds left to play in the third. To the left side wing. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 6 now for New Orleans.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Now here's Okafor. Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
The Pistons have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
There's Bikes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Kaminsky. Puts up a 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. It's a 5-point game. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Bikes. Right wing. Now here's Kaminsky. Pass to Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. Kept alive.
An all-around excellent defender. Favors can cover ground and suffocate shooters.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Ray. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Here's Bikes. Out left to the wing. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
He does a great job, in my opinion, of finding space along the perimeter and has the touch to knock these down.
New Orleans leading by 10. Out to the wing. Fires from deep. Derek Favors with the rebound. Harden outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 51 points for James Harden.
It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
Here's Bikes. Launches a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 27 points for Frank Kaminsky.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, oh, okay,
wow.
okay.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
At the elbow, Harden. Got that bucket in no time at all. Harden's got 53.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
Now Westbrook. Here's Kaminsky. And it's in there. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game. He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Paul with the ball. Paul is doubled. Here's Mirotic. And Mirotic throws it down.
Mirotic not known as a high riser, but he can sneak up on you. The big guy making his mark on the highlight reel.
Back to Harden. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. 58 points for James Harden.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
Kaminsky. That three off the mark. Harden outside. The shot, no good. Westbrook with the nice D there. New Orleans leading by 10. Pass to Kaminsky. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Kaminsky's got 31 points.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Pistons keep it alive.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
To the middle. And finished off by Kaminsky.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The kick out to Westbrook. Misses the three. And so Lynn will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for New Orleans.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Frank Kaminsky.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Pass to Paul. Now Kaminsky, defended by Lynn. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 37.
And this is the kind of deficit it would take a miracle to overcome.
I think this hometown crowd agrees with you. They are fired up about it.
And another turnover here by New Orleans.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
The three from Harden. They get it back to the paint. From deep. An absolute pound from three-point range.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us.